Well, Russ, you've been looking for a response from your players, and I think you got it yesterday at Chesterfield in a 3-2 win in a friendly match. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we did. We'd organised a friendly with Chesterfield, which we thought was important because obviously I've not had chance to look at the other players in a competitive way. You know, there's a lot of players that are not playing competitive football, and you know they need to be looked at as well. So we went down to Chesterfield. We played 45 minutes. We did a lot of rotations, looking at different shapes and different players in different slots. And I was really surprised. But to be honest with you, when we arrived at the stadium, I sat all the players down, and I wouldn't say I read them the right act, but what I did say to them was, well, I'm unhappy with. I feel a bit let down. I think the fans feel let down. The club feel a little bit let down because I think they could have put more into the last couple of games. And what I mean by that is commitment. It's okay, you know, coming on the back of a good few results. And you can't afford then to sit back on your laurels. You've got to stay at it. And I felt that certain players didn't do that. So I've said to all the players in the dressing room, the slate's wiped clean, you're all in with a shout. So go out there, prove to me you want to beat this football club, because that's the most important thing to me. I want players that want to be here, that want to play and want to do well and want to get us where we're going. If they're not, and I told them this in the dressing room yesterday, come and see me, and if we need to move you on, we'll move you on. So as long as you're honest with people, that's what's important. But the response I got was really, really good. But you've got to take things into in its context. It was a friendly, however. You know, they're a first division side, they're languishing at the top of the league, they've got good players, and I thought we'd put a real good performance in. I was especially impressed with Ryan Williams, who came in and did a job on the right and the left hand side. Young Naylor was absolutely outstanding, scored a great goal. Keegan Parker got a couple of goals as well. Ashley Keynes came in, did really well. Unfortunately, Adam Smith has got a bit of a niggle on his grind, so that was the only downside of it. But we tried to give each player at least 30 minutes, which I felt give them enough time to show me, that they still want to be at the football club. They want to work hard, and that's all I'm concerned with. I'm not concerned with, what your reputation is as a player or anything like that. I want you to work hard, put the shifts in, do what's right for yourself, do what's right for the club, and then we can look to get results.
You mentioned Ryan Williams there in specific. Could he be part of your plans now?
He's part of my plans after yesterday.
Could he be part of the squad then for this Saturday's game?
Absolutely, I've told them they all can. I've still got another couple of sessions to do before the game on Saturday. I'm going to be working out today on some phases of play that we need to look at. Everyone's got a chance, and it's not just about being able to perform on the Saturday. It's what you do from Monday to Friday and how much commitment you put in. And I can always say, people like the likes of Matty Somner, the likes of Ryan Williams, when they've been out on loan, they've come back and they've trained with us, and they've just been, they've been really good professional players. That has something to do with their age, I suppose, and they know that they need to be like that if they want to stay in the game. So for me, it's about consistency, and we've not been consistent. Like I say, we've had that little run. All of a sudden, we think, we beat Cambridge 5-1. That's it. We can sit back now, and the results will come to us. They won't. You've got to work hard. You've got to want to work hard. And we had a game plan the other day. I felt the players started slow on against Altrincham, and I felt there was a bit of trepidation. They looked a bit nervous to me, to be honest with you. And the second half, they scored the goal. I did say to them, the only way because they came and they parked 11 men behind the ball. I mean, they're in a dogfight, aren't they? They were bottom of the league. They had a good result against Wrexham. They were going to come to us, try and nick a point, or hit you on the break and get 3 points. You've got to be on the move in the box. And the ball comes in, you've got to want to win the ball. That ball went across one side of the box, back to the other side of the box, and it was a free for all at the far post. So it's not good. I'm not happy with that, and I've told the players that. But what I would say, you've got to take the positives out of these games. And what I will say is that when I've watched the DVD a few times, and the amount of chances we had, not just to draw that game, but to have won that game towards the end, and that's where you've got to be professional. You've got to be show more composure. And people like Paul Connor, I thought should have been more composed at times in there. He's got a lot of experience, and it takes a level head to look up, see where the keeper is, put the ball where the keeper isn't, and you get yourself a goal. You
mentioned consistency in that lengthy answer. That has been pretty much the problem, hasn't it, this season? We've been consistently inconsistent. How do you change that?
Well, all you can do, Steve-O, you've got to keep trying to reinforce into the players that, that consistency doesn't come, it doesn't just fall onto your lap. You have to work, and you have to work hard in training. And then what you do in training, what you try and put into the game, you have to stick to that. And, the other day there, we had players, and I've spoke to the players, we have players who all of a sudden started doing their own thing. And then that puts the team at a misshape, and all of a sudden, the ball changes hands, and you're caught out of position. You get hit on the break, and that's not good enough. It really is not good enough. So you have to stick to a game plan, because with your game plan and with you working for a common cause, that's how the consistency comes. You've got to be able to individually motivate yourself as well as just being motivated by the people. That's important. And like you say, we have been inconsistent through the start of the season. Really, we started off, the pre-season was good. We then went on a good run. All of a sudden, we dropped a few. Then we went on again. Then we dropped a few again. So that's it's been peaks and troughs really with us at the moment. I'm just trying to steady the ship. And I thought, to be honest with you, the few games we had prior to the Grimsby game, we were doing that. We were trying to steady everything. But if the players take the foot off the gas and they don't do what's right, then that's what happens. You get bit.
Are certain players skating on thin ice, would you say?
Yeah, there has been a few. There has been a few, without a doubt. And I don't want negativity around the place. Now, I understand that if a player's not playing in the team, he's upset, and he'll want to come and see me. Now, I haven't got a problem with that, because the player I don't like is a player that doesn't say anything if he's not in the team. So come and see me. Give me why you think you should be in the team. I'll tell you perhaps why you're not in the team at this moment in time. Go away. Get your head down, work hard, and work yourself to get back into the squad. That's what a player should do. Don't keep coming to me week in, week out saying, Gaffer, why am I not in, why am I not in? Because I've already told you the reason. And I want the players to go away, to stay together as a squad, go away, get their heads down, work hard, and get themselves back into the squad. That's what it's about. You need competition. You haven't got no divine right to say, I'm the centre forward, I should be playing up there. Yes, I like that attitude from a player, but if someone's in there doing a job, then you have to wait your turn.
Let's talk about this Saturday's game against Eastbourne. Can we expect you to ring the changes following 2 defeats?
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. These players have been waiting in the wings for their opportunity, and certain players on Saturday will get their opportunity.
Will there be players who we haven't seen for a while coming back into the fold?
Yeah, absolutely, there's a possibility. But obviously, you don't name us. I've got 2 days of training to go, and I've got a day of training today, obviously, to sort out. So obviously, I'm not going to start naming what I'm going to put out there, because obviously, I need players to remain focused. I don't want people thinking I'm not going to be involved. Therefore, I don't need to switch on and be. Because at the end of the day, you select a side, you go away. You could have any player fall ill, someone else has got to step in. So you've got to keep them right that way and focused. So yeah, there will be changes on Saturday.
Will there be new signings before tomorrow? I say tomorrow instead of Saturday because, of course, we travel down tomorrow. Yeah,
we travel down tomorrow. I'm talking to a player today, a very good player who a lot of people are after at this moment in time, and he will enhance this football side. I've also got, another player I'm talking to tomorrow. So we've got our eye on. There's 3 players I'm looking at the moment. 2 I'm talking to. 1 I'm making inquiries to, and there's another one I've also had a calls today about another player. So yeah, I'm looking to strengthen our squad.
Could we have any before Saturday?
I'm hoping to get one for Saturday, but that all depends on obviously the negotiations between our chief exec and obviously their representative.
Obviously, I don't expect you to reveal who he is, but any clues to where he plays?
No.
Leave that there. Just how important is a win against Eastbourne this Saturday?
They're all important, Steve, aren't they? You know that we've got. They expect high expectation. So I'm sure they'd want us to win 5-1 every week. And it was great to see their reaction down at Cambridge. Those fans that followed us down to Cambridge, it was great to see their reaction. And to be fair, when I think about the 7-2, the away fans that came to Altrincham, they could have been a lot more vocal in terms of negative vocal, but they weren't really that bad, to be honest with you. So I take my hat off to the fans for that. I'm trying to do the best I can for the football club. I know there's a certain faction of the fans that perhaps they probably want a bigger name at the football club. All I'm saying, as long as the chairman has me as his manager, I will do the best for this football club, for the players and for the fans.
I wish you well on Saturday. Thanks, Russ.
Thank you very much indeed.